Can I say that when Labor established the NDIS, we made a promise to people with disability, to families and to carers, not to leave you behind. We will keep that promise. We will build on the work that Bill Shorten has done, together with Jenny Macklin as the Minister responsible for the creation of the NDIS, to make the scheme stronger, to deliver dignity and security for Australians with a disability. As a country, we still have a long way to go to take responsibility for ensuring that people with a disability are seen and treated equally in health, in education and in employment. The NDIS has changed so many lives, but there is much work still to do, because the truth is, under the former government, the scheme did lose its way. This term, Bill Shorten has put people with disability back at the centre of the NDIS, as he committed to do, and set the scheme, importantly, on a sustainable footing, cleaning up some of the mess that he inherited and cracking down on those taking advantage of people with disability, but also having a lend of taxpayers. I will continue this work, as will the new ministers I am announcing today. Following the resignation of Bill Shorten as the Minister for the National Disability Insurance Scheme and Minister for Government Services, today I'm announcing updates to the Cabinet and the Ministry. These will formally be put in place at a swearing-in ceremony on Monday morning. Put it in your diary, 9:30 a.m. at Government House with Her Excellency Sam Mostyn. I will recommend to Her Excellency the following changes to the Ministry. Amanda Rishworth to become, in addition to her current responsibilities, Minister for the National Disability Insurance Scheme. Senator Katie Gallagher to become the Minister for Government Services. Dr Anne Ali to become the Minister assisting the Minister for the National Disability Insurance Scheme. All of these positions will be in addition to the ministerial responsibilities already held by Ministers Rishworth, Gallagher and Ali. In addition, Annika Wells MP, the Minister for Aged Care and Minister for Sport, will be promoted to the Cabinet. Annika Wells has delivered the most significant reforms on aged care this century, with the legislation that passed through both Houses of Parliament at the end of last year, and has delivered on the commitments that were made. There is now a nurse in a nursing home, as they used to be called, 99% of the time. There are literally millions of hours of additional care being given to our older Australians who deserve to live their later years with dignity and with respect. My government has been determined to deliver just that, and Annika Wells has done an outstanding job as the Minister, as well as in her sport portfolio, of course, being the Sports Minister when Australia's had our most successful Olympic Games ever, of which the additional funding that the government was able to provide for Olympic-based sport has been acknowledged by the Australian Olympic Committee and others. People like John Coates have personally said to me that that is something that made an enormous difference going forward. And that is, as a sport-loving country, that is something that lifted up all Australians during the Olympics and, importantly as well, during the Paralympics. I once again conclude by paying tribute to Bill Shorten for his decades of service and the tangible positive difference he's made to the lives of Australians all over the country and to the NDIS. And also, of course, as the member for Maribyrnong. One of the things about Bill is that he was determined to make sure that his local electorate continues to be looked after. And at the end of last year, for example, we announced a new headspace would take place, be able to be there located in that electorate. And I wish, as does every member of the Labor Party, wish Bill well in his future career. We acknowledge his service, in particular 6 years of having the honour of leading the Australian Labor Party, but as an effective minister, as an advocate throughout the Labor movement, not just the parliamentary wing, but also as a leader of the trade union movement through the Australian Workers' Union.